Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm just making sure everything is set up. Really nice music in the background, I'm enjoying that. This is probably copyrighted, so I'll probably get done for it, but never mind. I'll live in hope that it's not copyrighted. Steam will tell me very quickly if it is. Not Steam, YouTube. Please excuse if the music goes off for a split second while I alt-tab and check everything is ticked off and streaming. There we go. Richard is stuck at IKEA. My commiserations, Richard. Apologies to everyone. As I say, I am literally just alt-tabbed, quickly checking stuff. I should really do this on the other screen, but it takes away from the game, and if the focus isn't on the game, it's funny with me, so it is what it is, I suppose. Never mind. It's weird that it's complaining the bitrate is low. It should be pretty darn high. I've never had that before. Never mind. I will leave it as is. This is my first time booting up the game, and we will see how it pans out. But I'm not sure quite what to expect yet. Okay. We'll just roll with it, and I will assume that the stream is behaving itself on Steam. Hey, Bamalam. Dude, what time is it where you are? It's always a crazy time where you are, Bamalam. Right, anyhow. Back, there we go. Right, I'm in the game now. So, this is a demo. It is on Steam Next Fest. You can go download it if you so wish. Manor Lords is a city builder come RTS. The intention is for it to have a bit of everything in it from a city building standpoint. However, it's made by like one developer called Greg. 2 AM, wow. Shouldn't you be sleeping? I appreciate you being here. Anyhow, this is made by one developer. He has a publisher now. He's involved with Hooded Horse. I'm sure you've heard of them. And this is a game I've been watching for a long time, because if he does everything he wants to do, it will be incredible. However, he is biting off a lot for a single developer. Now, this is a demo of the game. It's just to show how development is progressing. There is no saving. So let's just roll with it. We'll give it a couple of hours and see how it goes. Obviously, there's not much to choose here. We are Rise to Prosperity is our only option. But let's have a look at the other things, because it gives us a bit of an idea, doesn't it? So the Robber Baron, an infamous knight, is residing in a castle up north. Build your strength, and when ready, lay claim to his lands and defeat him in battle. Fair enough. Due to tangled history, there are multiple claimants to the disputed lands. Use economy, diplomacy, and warfare to your advantage, and become the sole ruler. Realm conquest. So there's a couple of you know, different paths you can take to how you start the game. You are the first lord to settle these lands. Start from nothing and build a prosperous medieval city. I'm not sure how far we go. And yes, Bamalam, you are a dedicated fan. Oh, we get loads of settings. We can even choose our coat of arms. Sir Greg. We can actually be Greg, the developer. I wonder if any of these are actually based off Greg. I don't know why, but he looked really menacing. He has a mighty beard, this guy. That guy looks familiar. I don't know why. Is there an actor that looks like that? Let's go with this guy, and we're going to be obviously Sir Bandana. That has a ring to it. Sir Bandana. Sir. I like that. Oh, this is fun. There's loads of different options here. And there's different presets as well. That's quite nice. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Well, there's too many options here. I could spend like an hour messing about with this, couldn't I? Oh, wow. Now I feel like I should have some kind of family coat of arms I should use. I don't, I'm afraid. I quite like that colour, actually. But I should really have it like purple or something, shouldn't I? To match my logo and stuff on here. I'm not enjoying that as much, though. Maybe a bit of orange in there. I quite like the orange. The orange and purple? Yeah, that works. Orange and purple. Completely ridiculous, I know. And then... what do we have on the other side? Well, we can change our logo. I don't like that. I kind of fancy a dragon or a lion or something. Oh, that's a nice one. Let's do that. We'll go for that. And my symbol can be red. Yellow. Green works quite well, actually, doesn't it? We'll have a green dragon. What's all this? You can change the size of the tiling and everything. Oh, wow. And the angle. There's a lot of options there, isn't there? That's quite nice. And then we can choose the second side, and we can choose what that looks like. I really do appreciate the fact that you can do all of these settings and stuff. I think that's really, really nice. Secondary colour blue. That looks horrific. Let's go with that. I like it. Game settings. Starting supplies standard. Approval. Just leave everything as standard and see where we get to. I've never booted this up before. I love the city builder games. I was a big fan of Banished, if you've ever heard of that. So we'll roll with it and see. I've got my cup of tea. Proper British sit down and enjoy a new game. Is that a cow? I have a cow. Oh, it's an ox. A new message is waiting. There is a fire at the heart of every settlement, a bastion of safety, warmth, and light against the darkness of the world. On this cold spring morning, your men blow on their fingertips, their breath clouding in the air. But there's plenty of work to warm them. As the toil begins, you almost imagine you hear the ringing of anvils and the tolling of bells, the cries of the marketplace. Possibilities. In the distance, fog lingers in the hollows of the land, and the world is quiet, watchful and waiting for you to choose which of those to make real. Objectives: construct a granary, a logging camp, a forager hut, and a storehouse. So pretty much standard things for a city builder, or, you know, a town builder. Well, medieval anyway. So let's have a look. Can we pause it? Game's paused. There we go. Space pauses it. And we'll just have a look around the map and get acquainted. So if I zoom all the way out... oh, there you go. So you can actually see the rest of the world. So there's different provinces, I guess. And there's different things in the provinces, and we can see them. So this is ours. We've got some wild animals. And it tells us the number of wild animals. There's only 32 there, but we have 34 and 34. We've got a stone deposit. We've got iron. We've got berries. Seasonal resource. So it's actually proper seasonal stuff, which is nice. That's well planned out. Not much in these areas. Some wild animals there. Maybe there's trade routes at the edges of the map where the roads are. Very reminiscent to me of the old SimCity games where you could build roads off the edge of the map to have trade with other cities. Okay. Can I zoom in on the other places, or is it just mine I can zoom? I can zoom in on the other places, I think. Okay. Well, I guess we want to stick with our area, which is here. So, what have we got so far? Someone said if you press tab, you can see the names of everything. There we go. So that's tab. Supplies. So that's our supplies. That's more supplies. This is a hitching post where the ox is. And we've got homeless tents. Oh dear. And I assume all these little boxes mean these people are looking for a home. Okay. So region views show you which regions are under whose control. You can claim other regions when you gain enough influence. Claims can be refuted, or if a war is declared, blocked by the presence of an enemy army. Conquest is locked in the demo. Fair enough. I mean, it's just to give us a taste, isn't it? So I'm keeping it a pause. We'll have a look at this stuff along the top. We've got unassigned families. We've got some assigned families. So that's people who are going to be workers, I guess. The master of coin. I suppose we do need, like... Do I trust you with all the coin, Bamalam? Is it safe? Approval, public order, regional wealth. Livestock, we got 1 accent, but we can have lambs, sheep, chickens, and goats. Number of months before supplies run out. We got 4 months, and we got fuel for 20 months. And this is our camp. So we've got exposed storage, exposed food, and a bunch of families. So exposed food, that's why we need the granary, obviously. Currently showing surplus goods, which is the default. So we've got crops, food, fuel, timber, stone, tools. Tools is a big one in these games. Very Anno, and in fact loads of these games. Banished, Anno, lots of them use tools as a resource. Materials, commodities, equipment. For upgrading militia. Okay. There I am. Treasury over there. Annual royal tax, influence level, and king's favour. Visit mode, very work in progress. Press to walk around your town in third person. Oh, look. That's not the same character, but what an outfit. Look at that cape. It has physics, look. At least some physics. Can I run? I can run. Oh, wow. And the graphics at this level are pretty nice, actually. I mean, you know, considering it's something completely different. I'm rather impressed with that. I mean, it's the silliest thing, isn't it? Just to be able to run around, but I'm very impressed. Fair amount of detail on this stuff, considering you're going to spend a lot of the game zoomed out. How weird. I didn't expect to be able to do that. Can I talk to anyone? No. No clicking. Gonna have a look at the ox. Hello. The AI is just walking into the ox and knocking it around. What's the ox ever done to you, man? Poor ox. Now look at our stockpiles. The strumpet, eh, Bamalam? Can't run into the stockpiles. It's an invisible... Oh, no. No, I can't. Invisible wall territory. That's pretty cool. I like that. I really do like that. Okay, fine. So, unpause. And then we need to start building stuff. So, down here, add, remove roads, construction. We need to build... I guess we build the... Oh, there's more stuff along the bottom. That's gathering. We do need to build a logging camp, so I guess we do that first. Don't suppose it matters where. Looks like they've already chopped some trees down over here, so That wants to be on the road, it looks like, the little dot. So let's pop it here.
Let's go, people!
Unassigned peasants automatically work on construction. Okay, fine. So they should do that. Because there's 5 peasants that are... We need to build a forager hut. A logging camp we put down. There's also Woodcutters Lodge. And they produce firewood. And then these guys plant new trees. Okay. And then we've got a hunting camp which finds food. And we've got a forager hut. They gather berries. So the berries were... That's the berries are over here. Do I need to be near the berries? Or can I just build it? Let's try placing it there and see if they will walk that far. Otherwise, I'll have to, you know, build it closer. Bit of experimentation. Because it didn't, like, put it down with a big circle around it or anything. So we'll see. Oh, they're actually using the ox to transport stuff. Oh, wow. I'm actually genuinely impressed they went and got the ox and are using it to transport stuff. I did not expect that. Look, it's even pulling it along. I mean, I know it's clipping through stuff, but the fact that he's gone to that much effort to add that, that's very nice. I do appreciate that. I realise it's, you know, it's just a visual mechanic, but I do appreciate it. Then we've got, so what we've got, a granary we need to build. We need to build a storehouse, so we can, they're both here. So a granary, I guess we can build that there, and then, oh no, it's all right. It was greyed out for a second. I thought I might not be able to build it. And then a storehouse. And the storehouse can go next to that. That sounds good. And that's our hitching post for the oxen. I'm assuming you're referring to Battlefield 2042. I have no further comment to make on Battlefield 2042. That was an interesting experience. Hey Simulation, you haven't missed a lot. I literally just started the game and I've had a little look around the UI and zoomed out a bit. I'll zoom out again just because I find this quite interesting that there's, you know, other provinces you can take over by force or not necessarily by force, and you can trade with them, and you can't interact with them completely as you would in the final game at the moment. It gave us a little message when we zoomed back in that the sort of taking over a territory currently is a no-go. You know, the military stuff's not really in, and there's no saving, so I'm literally going to play it till I get bored, and then that's it. There's no way to save the game. You are just playing it as is. But it's just a nice little demo. It's nice to see how far the game has come. They're well away with building this now. The logging camp still says 0%. I assumed that would go up with the building thing, but maybe that's more related to how much work it's doing. I'm not sure. We'll see. Lots of new stuff. But I'm really impressed so far, and I'm sorry, I love the fact that I can do that and walk around. Or run around. It's the silliest thing, but I love it, and I love the fact that there's like cloth interaction on my clothes and stuff. It's a shame, he always wants to turn, so I can't see the front of him properly. Oh, no, that didn't work. I thought maybe if I right-clicked it would let me. Now the ox is dropping stuff off at the next building. Yeah, I'm impressed so far. I really look at the grass and everything as well, and the flowers. Considering, as I say, you're going to spend the game zoomed out like this, to go to the effort of adding all that stuff in. I mean, you can zoom right in as well and look at all the detail. He's obviously gone to a lot of effort. But this is the type of game where a lot of the time you're going to be sat out like this, just looking at everything. But yeah, very impressed so far. Army is not available there, and military recruitment is not available. I assume that it will not be. The regional map is what we've seen, which is just there. You can claim with influence or claim with favour, and obviously military takeover. I'm not sure if that's going to be available. What's this? You can now select this. Oh, it's off the edge of the screen. I can't read it. Oh, hang on. There we go. You can now select this building to add or remove workers. Okay, that's why it was at the edge of the screen, because it was actually a box that was over a building. That was confusing. So I can add workers. So
Let's go, people.
Let's put a worker in there, because we need to make logs for definite. Because we use those to build everything else. At the moment, anyway. That's general, and then people. So that'll take me to the person that works there. Bath Holmes, the woodcutter. He's off to fell a tree. Unlimited work area or... Oh, hang on. Set work area. So currently it's unlimited, but you can set the work area and clear the work area. Okay, let's test that, shall we? Oh, there, yeah. Look. You can set the work area. So I can do that, and that's the work area. And then I can clear it. Okay, that's quite nice. What were the other options on the building? I can demolish it, I can relocate, I can disable the building, I can pin the window, and I can close the window. Yeah, for the fights and stuff, it would be a fantastic thing if you can actually... I mean, you know, you're going along the lines of Bannerlord and stuff, aren't you? If you could even join in with the fight, I suppose. But certainly if you could zoom in, like, you know, well, I mean, you can zoom in, but even going into your Lord's mode to check out the battle, yeah, I agree, simulation, that would be really good. So, press tab and see what we're building. So the forager hut there, we've got the granary there, and then the storehouse here. And I will slowly lose families or villages, because each time I build something I'm going to have to assign someone to it. At the moment I have enough food for now, which is fine. This is my... Oh, hello. This is why you have to click on everything. You click things and you find things. So this is the research tree, I guess. Locked in the demo. But this must be the research tree. Or unlocking things. So development, policy, production are these lines here. You can rename your region. Oh, I can't wait to see what this comes out as. I bet there's some interesting stuff on it. So yes, very limited demo, just to give you an idea of what everything's going to be like by the looks of it. I'm curious how far we can get. I assume it's just about keeping everyone alive for the moment. What else can I build then? So we know we can build the gathering stuff. We can build mining pit. We do have iron there. We have stone here. That says for... iron ore and clay. Village. What's this? Village life. So we can have a burgage plot, which provides living space for a family. When upgraded, grants a development point and extra living space. And if large enough, has slots for extensions. There's going to be a lot of detail in this game. Then there's the well, which will give us water access and enable firefighting. Must be built over a water vein. Oh, that's handy. When you click it, it shows you where the water is. So, but I can't build it at the moment because I need wood, which is fine. But look, there's you can see where all the water is on the map. So that's appreciated that you can see it. I was about to be worried that I'd have to send someone out to find it. A market area allowing placing of market stalls. Allows citizens access to local goods. That's quite nice. That's finished now. A foraging hut. I won't put anyone in it yet. Let's get everything else built, the initial stuff first. We can... Oh, hang on. So that's the market area, and you can allow placing market stalls, and then you can place the food stalls on the marketplace. I assumed that the AI would do it automatically, but you can actually place your own. And a firewood stall and a clothing stall. And then you can have a tavern for your ale. Lowers public order. Interesting. So it doesn't satisfy the people. It lowers public order, so they might have a fight. Okay. And then church, which grants access to faith. For the houses, basically. Farming. Always important in these games, so we can have just a field which produce various crops, including wheat, flax, and barley. What's this? Farm. Used to employ peasants on the fields. Farm workers plough fields as soon as the winter passes, then sow with the chosen crop, and harvest them and say, okay, fine. Okay. And pasture provides grazing space for sheep. We don't have any sheep yet. I don't know how we get them. Breeding requires sheep breeding. Development branch, locked in the demo. There's going to be a lot of locked in the demo stuff. Harvest wool from sheep. And then we've got a windmill, which converts grain into flour. And then a communal oven to make bread. We do seem to have access to that. Industry. Iron ore into iron slabs at the bloomery. We've got a smithy for turning them into tools. And we've got a malt house to turn barley into malt. And then malt into ale at the brewery. And we've got a tannery to make pelts into leather. And then we can convert wool into yarn and flax into linen at the weaver's shop. And I mean, all this is there. I mean, some of it's work in progress, picture-wise, but... Got a trading post, sells surplus goods to passing travelling merchants. Fantastic. And then this is a livestock trading post, so that's how we could import sheep and stuff. Okay. And then this is administration and military. Okay, so this is when you grow in size. Fine. Plenty of options then. We're nearly finished building this. We could speed things up, I suppose, but... Who's this guy? It's a trader, I assume. But I don't have a trading post for him to stop at. He's a little bit stuttery walking along the way, isn't he? He's like juddering slightly as he goes. Not quite there yet. Obviously, it's an early build. I'm not expecting any kind of perfection from this stuff. I'm impressed with what I've seen so far. I suppose I actually better think about building some houses for them next as well. This is getting logs. So there's one log there, and this isn't built yet. Maybe I should put another person in here, because I feel like the logs are going to be important. And I've got food for now. There's wild animals over here. Deer by the looks of it, yeah. So we can get meat as well. Now it does say we can get the meat. Where is it at there? So we get the hunting camp, gives us meat and pelts. It doesn't tell us how to cook the meat. I assume they do it themselves, because there isn't actually like an obvious place for them to buy it from. There's nowhere to like make meat jerky or anything where you dry it out. That's the granary, so we can add a worker there. I'm going to be very short on workers. But hopefully the person for the granary will collect all the supplies here and move it into the granary. This is 2 people now working for it. Should we zoom in on... Can we zoom in on them cutting down a tree? I assume he's cutting down this little bush rather than... It's not really a tree, is it? Yeah, because he's kind of walking around it. So I assume that's the case. And someone's cutting down another tree here. Where's the other person at? Oh, there. Well, he's found it. Oh no, it is a living tree. I thought zoomed in there was no leaves on it. There it goes. Okay. Okay. Where's that guy off to? Oh, he's going to get the trees that's been cut down already. Oh, maybe we need more than 1 ox then, because you're going to need an ox for collecting stuff that's ready to use, and stuff to collect the resources that are just being cut down. Interesting. So, so we need to build cottages. We need to. So the food is now being moved into the granary, which is good, and the supplies will be moved into here when it's finished. I could do with more people. How do I get more people? I might get some once I have finished establishing a foothold. I notice there is a timer on there as well, so you have to complete it within a certain amount of time. I just remembered I've got a cup of tea sat here. We're only in April at the minute, so people aren't going to freeze at the moment. But I expect they don't appreciate me making them live in tents. What I have noticed is that there isn't a day-night cycle so far, which is probably a good thing. It's sort of not on that slower pace, thankfully. I think a day-night cycle would drive me slightly mad. It needs to be a little bit faster than that, as we have it here. And the trader's passing back through. Maybe once I've completed this first set of buildings, it'll suggest I build a trade post. This is nearly finished, look. A little bit buggy, the AI sort of bouncing off each other, but again, it's an early demo just to show where the game's at. I am liking it so far. I do love a city builder or a town builder game. You know, this goes back to me being a kid and playing Transport Tycoon and Theme Park, and then SimCity 3000. I think that was my first SimCity, was SimCity 3000. I did play SimCity 2000 at some point after that, just out of curiosity, I think. Oh, our ox is called Jorg. He's off to collect some more logs. So there we go. So this is nearly completed now. There we go. Storehouse finished. So if I put a person in there and then I've got a new message. Let's read it. So Your supplies are dry and secure. The first stage of work is done. The stories your people tell around the fire are of the many dangers in the world, from beasts to blights. Beasts, you say? Do we need a witcher? This isn't that kind of game. Strange tales about foxes who go on pilgrimage? What? Or small creatures who spin gold from sunset to sunrise? They tell these stories to put common names to their fears. Soon they'll teach these stories to their own children. It's time to bring wives and children to the settlement, now that they can take shelter in proper homes. For your lands to prosper and grow, you'll need not only workers, but full families. So I need to build a well and 5 cottages, basically. That's fine, we can do that. So let's start with the well, if I remember where it is. There it is, the well. And this just has to be built over this area. It has to be somewhere near the water. And I guess if we build the plot somewhere here, so we'll put the well there. Don't think it matters too much which way it's facing at the moment. Hey, Grigory. Oh, well done. I'm glad you got your internet connection sorted. Just in time for the Steam Next Fest. Now you can download all the demos. So, next I need to think about the burridge plots as well. Now I think this little symbol means that you can change their size. The little square in the top corner. Ah, there you go. Funnily enough, some buildings have this symbol, which is flexible borders. Place 4 points to designate an area. The cursor will snap to roads and other plots to try and create an organic shape. You can leave more space for the future, extensions and upgrades. First 2 points mark the front of the house by default. How handy. So we like a road connection point, so we'll try building one here. So we're going to go, let's say there. That's a bit small, so let's make it 2 wide. And then I guess we do... We'll just try and make it sort of rectangular first. And then that would rotate it. But we're not worried about that. And then build it. There we go. So I don't know if that's big enough to build an extension later, but you could build a bigger one as well. I don't have enough wood currently to build another one. I only have 1 worker that's unassigned, so they will go and build this. I assume that the foraging hut will take stuff to the granary? I'm not sure. But I'm down to 1 builder because I've got people working elsewhere, and I obviously need to get logging done. I could do with more people, really. Oh, Manor Lord's looking great. I'm really impressed. And I keep clicking on this, but I love this. I love the fact that I can be my lord and run around. And the quality, look at the cape. I love the fact the cape is bouncing around. Oh, what was that? It did not like me running forward there, did it? I must have got caught on the ox pulling the log, I think. I'm not sure. That was very weird. Let me have a look through the buildings. There's the firewood in the building there. And they actually walk around carrying the wood and stuff. Again, I really appreciate the effort they've gone to with the ox pulling things and people carrying stuff. So the granary is now sorted. So all the food that was there is now in the granary. I don't think I can see inside the granary. It's built up on a height to try and reduce the chance of mice getting in, I think. Oh no, there's the food outside. I guess it's so you can see what's in there, but I guess that should really be in the building. I don't know if you can fight with it. You certainly can't at the moment. It would be really cool if it's something they add. And certainly, can you imagine running around the combat zones with it when you're actually having a fight? At least you could get up close and personal. But hopefully, maybe they'll give you the option to swing a sword or something. But at the moment, you can't like click and interact with that, sadly. But considering it's a game where, you know, I keep saying this on the stream, but you're going to be sat zoomed out like this, it's really nice that, you know, you have the option to zoom in and look at the grass and everything. It's fantastic. There's a red sign there. I only have 2 months of food left. I take the person away from the granary then and let them go and collect food. It's a real shame I can't have the wives assist with that. Like, if their families come, I would like to, you know, I want more than 5 people. Because I assume that, you know, the women could also pick berries and stuff. It wouldn't just be the men that did that. I realise it's supposed to be medieval type times and men did most of the jobs and stuff, but I would assume that there's things that women would have done as well. So I still have 2 people there doing that because I feel like that's quite important. Enable idle labourers. Use this setting to control whether peasants should use the building as a temporary job when they're idle. Oh, that's cool. So if they're not doing anything, they could go to a particular building that's set up for that. They're chopping down trees over here. Well, there's a couple of trees chopped down there, actually. I need another ox. I feel like that's one of the things at the minute, is it's quite slow. And then, again, I need a person to walk the ox about. And I only have 1 spare. Let's reduce that and make 2 spare, and then hopefully someone can build while he... I feel like we definitely need the logs to come across. The music's very soothing. I'm imagining that it's going to be copyrighted somehow. I'm sure YouTube will hurl abuse at me shortly. It's so nice and peaceful. Is that just a collapsed tree? Yes, it is. Just a bit of aesthetic. We should have a look at the deer, because I haven't zoomed in on them yet. There they are. They're quite nice models as well. A little bit funny as they're walking about, which matches up with the horse that went through with the cart, the trader. I could speed things up a bit, couldn't I? Let's fast forward. So fast forward is 4 times and fast forward 16 times. Actually, what I'm slightly concerned about is the food-ish sort of situation. It says I've got 2 months of food. Someone should be foraging. The pantry is empty, though. Where's the person for that? Oh, they are all the way over here. So they have been to the berries which are over here. I don't know how much they carry each time. Speed that up and we'll see how much they bring back. One. Oh dear. 1 food at a time. Oh, the well's finished now, so that's good. Disconnected from the road network. Oh. Add and remove roads. Some workers can use hand carts to transport goods more efficiently, up to 10 items at once. Good-o. So, oh, I see. So it's like snapping there. That's the road point, and then we could. I can't drag it straight. I need to do that and then that. And then you click that to finish the road. Okay. Well, that's straightforward enough, isn't it? Now it's connected to the road network. So that's one house done. I need to build 5 more. Twitch. Oh, sorry. I see the chat. That's true. I haven't actually ticked that off. There you go. You can now see it in the corner of the screen. I was just in play the game mode. I don't think I have a huge amount of views on Twitch. There's 1 or 2 over there. But I never expect people to have to talk. They can talk if they wish to. What is he carrying? Transporting firewood. Oh, he's taking the firewood to the storehouse. Still only have 2 months worth of food. I am a little bit worried about that. I'm kind of hoping that the wives of the workers will also collect food. Otherwise, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm glad at least it gives you some missions to get started. My food has gone up slightly though. I'm now at 14, so the berries are helping. Speed things up again, because not much is happening at the moment. There's the trader coming back. It does kind of judder along the road a bit. Even when you slow it down to normal pace, it still looks a bit weird. You see it every so often, it kind of stutters slightly and jumps forward. Obviously all needs some work, but it's looking good anyway. Exposed storage. Everything else should be moved into the storage sooner or later. I don't need anyone in the granary right now. I'll let this storage fill up and then we can think about that. Oh, raining. A little bit of weather change. Let's pause that. Oh, not pause it, but slow it down so we can see. How's the weather look down at the bottom? Just having a look at the characters. I'm trying to decide if they've all put hats on because it's raining or if it's just... No, I think they always had hats on. Because that guy's not got anything on. Oh, it's nice they've added weather effects. Oh, hang on, look. The road's getting wet. There's puddles and things on the road. Oh, that's awesome. Hang on. Third person view. Look at that. The ground's actually getting wet. The puddles don't look quite as deep down here, to be fair. They're a lot more shiny. But it does look wet. I appreciate that. There are these little graphical nuances that they've added that do just make it look really nice. I'm not sure this has a PvP. I assume it's going to be single player. Actually, that's a good point. I think it's single player. I don't think it's multiplayer. You can combat, you can build a military and stuff, but I don't know if that's available in this demo. Hopefully you got the answer there, Mr. YouTube Watcher. It's more of a city builder than a game like that, I suppose. What you want is a multiplayer Bannerlords. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. You want the multiplayer version of that. And there are people working on multiplayer mods. One of them might work for that, actually. See, there's big-ish looking puddles when you're all the way up here, but when you zoom in, it is still there. But it's not there. Oh, it is. There is a puddle there now. Maybe it depends how heavy the rain is. That's interesting, because when I was across the way, it didn't look like there were any puddles, but look at that. I'm going back to where I was to see if the puddles have appeared. Slightly buggy cart. Ah, when I get to here, the puddles vanish, look. Puddles. Puddles vanish. Okay, so when you get to the heart of the settlement, the puddles vanish. I wonder if that's a glitch, or if that's a thing to save on computer resources. I'm not sure. Interesting. Interesting. Possibly just a glitch, but I've nearly finished a house. Speed things up again. Food I am still worried about. I think I'm going to put a second person on the forager's hut because I'm worried that we run out of food and then we'll be in trouble. I'd rather focus on that, and soon I'll be able to stop the person who's carrying the firewood back and forwards, because then it'll all be in the storehouse. And we've got plenty of firewood for the moment. I think this house is almost finished. Oh, it's like putting the roof struts on, I see. It actually builds it bit by bit. Again, I appreciate that. Here we go. Oh. Watch out for supplies. Peasants are coming to your village. This is great, but watch out for your supplies. Hungry and cold peasants can rebel. That's fine. We've got 3 months of food now, because it's gone up a bit more. The berries are important. Well, I need to... I can get rid of that person now, because there's logs and stuff in there, so we need to think about building more houses. So let's... Should we be rude and give someone a really small house? No, maybe not. We'll try and make them all a similar size. There we go. And I mean, technically we need 5 in total, so I need 2 more. I guess we just build them at the other side? Oh. There we go. And shall we we'll make the last one really big. Oh, I have to wait. I don't have enough wood at the moment. That's alright. They can start building stuff. So I have 2 people there. 2 people will be involved in building. How many logs do I have here? I've got 7 logs, which is fine. I could put another person on that, I suppose, but I think we've got enough wood coming in. Public order is fine at the moment. Approval is so-so. They obviously aren't keen on the homelessness. We now have a total population of 6, so we have 1 wife. Now, she's not on unassigned families, so I assume I can't put her to work, which is a little bit disconcerting. Because she could definitely go and gather some more berries. I need more people to gather berries. Let's speed things up a bit, because we're kind of waiting now for these houses to finish. I really like the fact the ox goes and collects the resources. It's such a silly thing, but I really like it. It's nice when a game plans it out like that, so you have to use the ox. You need an ox to be able to do all this stuff. Which would be devastating if it died of disease or something. Which I assume can happen? It's a big assumption, but I assume your animals can catch diseases and die. The tree going down. This is slowly getting built. So I've got 2 people building. I've got 1 person delivering goods. I'm doing a reasonable job. 2 people building an entire house. Well, there's the wife. Oh, the door even opens when she walks inside. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was just going to be a vanish in front of the building situation, but the door actually opens and she goes in. Colour me impressed. And the roof looks different, so the buildings will look different. That's pretty cool as well, that they've gone to that level of detail, that there's different variations of the houses. They've got a little outhouse toilet. That's quite amusing. Now she's just wandered off somewhere. There she goes. Where's she off to? I think she's going to collect berries. But she's not marked as one of the people who works for them, but I wonder. Maybe she is indeed going to collect berries. Let's follow her. I guess it makes sense. If the family needs food, she could collect food. 2 months' food left. I lost her. Yeah, she is heading towards the berries. Well, I appreciate that if she's actually going to collect food. Because I did wonder if they would, when, you know, if they're not doing anything else. Rather than just sit in the building. I like that. Maybe she provides, you know, food for her household, so to speak. I suppose there is also the consideration that I need to also build a marketplace so they can get access to food and things. 4 berries in there. Still only 2 months supply of food, and every time I build one of these, another person comes. Because each of these men has a wife, and then they can also have children. Try building a hunting camp if you have wild animals. Yeah, okay. We built a foraging hut because that's what you told us to build. But we can always build a hunting camp. But at the minute we need to focus on this. Well, we only have 1 month left of food. 2 again now. I mean, I guess we can put a hunting lodge down, but we're short on people to run it, is the issue. Let's build another house, shall we? Let's be special and give this person a really big house. Much bigger than the other ones. Someone's going to be very lucky and get a big house. With a lot of expansion space. And then I guess we can consider potentially building a hunting lodge. Because I think that's going to be easier than trying to farm at the moment. Because the farming to make bread obviously will require quite a few people. Hey, one of the wives is transporting the stuff. That's helpful. So they do work. Do they work in the same place as their husband, or is it random? Is the next question. I guess you're assigning families to a particular place. That's fine. Interesting. What else can we build then? So, I suppose we can build a hunting camp. We'll build that over here, perhaps. Maybe attached to this road at this side. Not enough room there. Maybe we just pop it there then. And then they can build that, and then at least we can have someone who's hunting for food as well. Because this is quite slow. And people eat food fairly quickly. But there we go. Aha! Settlement level has increased. New development point. Quest completed, residential quest. Do we get another quest now? A new message, okay. As you walk the perimeter surveying your village with pride, a woman walks past you. She's bent nearly double under a sack. You ask how long she's been walking. She tells you it takes her half a day now to get all the food she needs for her family from the hunters and farmers that surround the village. If only there was a marketplace. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So we need to upgrade our burger plots. We need burger plots, even burger plots. Burgage plots. The food stall, a firewood stall, and the clothing stall. Okay. We've got a long time to do that. Fine. But we need food, primarily, is the most important thing. And it does say we get a development point, but there isn't actually any development points we can spend. It's all locked for the demo. So as much as we have a point, we can't actually use it, which is a shame. How do I attract more people? I don't have the tents anymore. Everyone has a house. Do people come here of their own accord, or do I have to go looking for them? That is an interesting question. Storehouse has no one in it, but doesn't really need anyone at the moment. I do need to think about the firewood, though. So I have 6 months of firewood left. So, realistically, I need to build a Woodcutters Lodge. Which, I mean... there is no point to having the point at the moment, no. No matter how many points you have, there's currently no point to having the points. How many times can you use the word point in a sentence? There's a question.
Come on, people, get to work.
Right, that's finished being built. So let's get someone out and about to start hunting. They should hunt there, or they could hunt here, I suppose. That's the closest one. And then building the Woodcutters Lodge, we will need someone to work there as well. I mean, I think we might speed things up a bit. I only have 1 month of food left. I've already got 2 people on that. They haven't walked quite far, and they only bring back 1 piece of food at a time. I wonder if I built a road to it, if that would help matters. I think building a road there would be helpful, because that means that they can get to and from the ox thing easier. And then the berries are all the way down here. I guess building a road might make things faster. I'm willing to try. We will see if that helps. I don't know if they'll use the road or not. I mean, he seems to be walking along it. She is not. But she is transporting berries, which is good. I need more people. I suppose, to be fair, I do need a constant stream of logs as well. Is that... that's Yorg. Oh, I thought the ox's name was Yorg. But clearly not. That's just the guy who was walking with it before. That's a shame. I'm disappointed now. Oh no, the ox is also called Yorg. I just have another person called Yorg. That's an interesting point. I suppose technically you would build it near as many resources as possible if you were building one. So yes, you would potentially build it next to a river, which would make sense for, obviously, trade goods and things, to be able to send boats and things down the river. But I guess on this, the water is just underground. If you go to build a well, you get underground water sources. But that makes... you can zoom out, and there is obviously other areas, and there are rivers. So there's a river running along the far side there by the looks of it. Not much of a river, it's more of a stream. So they do exist. I'm not sure how much interaction there is with them in this game, though. Obviously, in some games there's a lot of interaction with them. But the different provinces are... I can't claim any at the moment. I'm not even sure if I can get away with it. Market attractiveness, work in progress tooltip. So you can use the market as well. I haven't built one yet. Now, these require water and fuel. Required for the next level. Clothing, entertainment, faith. Number of food types available. I'm currently more concerned about people starving to death, to be honest. I've only got 1 month's worth of food at any one time. Don't have any food in there yet from the hunter. We can see where the hunter is, though. Just coming back with some food. Oh, there we go. And we'll cut up the deer. I don't know how much meat we'll get from one deer. I assume more than one piece. So it might actually be more worthwhile to do hunting at the moment, because they only seem to come back with a single set of berries at a time. They are using that road now. I don't know if that means they're walking a little bit faster. I can live in hope. That's the generic thing storage-wise are the pelts. So you can use the pelts to make clothing and stuff. But I'm quite impressed with it so far. Obviously it's very early days and there's a lot to be added and, you know, lots to change in the future. I still love the fact that I can go down to the floor and run around as my lord, though, and have a look at everything. I also like the fact that everyone has the correct tool that they're using, and they have their ox that goes and collects stuff. We're going to have a look at this guy cutting the animal up. Apologies to anyone who doesn't like seeing such a thing. So it's actually changed. There you go. So he's got meat now. And he's putting it on there. Is that for storage? Oh, there's the pelt. I guess that meat's just staying there now. Okay. She's off with the ox. So how much meat did that give us is the question. 3 meat. Possibly 4. Obviously there is a long period though, because he has to go kill it, bring it back, and then cut it up. But that said, 3 is probably better than what I'm getting from there. So I'm actually going to increase that to full 2 people. Because the foraging is so far away. I feel like the animals are going to be more beneficial for a little while. And the food is going up, to be fair, though. So that's good. Now, it wants me to increase these to level 2, which I assume is automatic. But I will... Oh, that's interesting. So, they do have children now. Total living space, 3 of 1. That doesn't sound quite right. So I now have 15 people. Oh, I have 10 peasants now. That must be the children now count as adults, I guess. But families, how do I make more families is the next question then. Because you assign families to a job role. So the husband and the wife and the child. But what if I want to make a new family? Maybe if I build another house? I'm not sure how that's going to work, to be honest. What else have we got happening? So, at the moment, I guess I need to start thinking about marketplace. I'll put the marketplace in the centre. So I can't put this down. I have to build the marketplace first. And we will just... I guess. Oh, it's quite natural. It draws it itself to some extent. That's cool. Well, there we go. And then build it against there. So that will be the market area. And then I can build a food stall. Can I rotate that? Hold and rotate. Left click, hold and rotate. Oh yeah, there we go. Right click, cancel. Let's try that way just out of curiosity. We'll see how it works out.
Let's get to work.
And then a firewood stall.
Let's go, people.
I probably don't need this marketplace to be as big as it is, but... Oh.
Get to work, lads.
There we go. I like the fact that it puts all the paths in as well. Well, Naka, that would be one way to get more family members, I suppose. I'm not sure it was invented at that point in time. Well, I know, you know, in the UK or England or whatever, you had the situation where towns were built a lot along rivers, and some of the biggest towns and cities are obviously built on rivers because it was easy access for ships from even overseas in other countries. Look at the landscape. I've never actually just taken a moment to look at the landscape in the distance. Look at that. It's very nice to look at. I mean, I am fairly impressed with what he's achieved. I mean, this is one single guy is developing this game. I mean, I don't know if he's making all the models himself or if he's like had other people helping or bought them off stores and things, but just in general, the level of detail and stuff, it does look fantastic. That's the big edge of the map, okay. But there's all these different regions or provinces you can take control of. Just not yet, obviously. But I'm really impressed. I am really looking forward to this game. I hope he manages to achieve everything he's trying to achieve with it. Because it's such a big project. I'm really pleased that Hooded Horse are on board. They're picking up a lot of interesting games, that company. So the food stall is finished. I don't suppose I need any... Oh, you are supposed to have someone work there. I don't have enough people to have someone work there. Oh well, at least it'll help me complete the mission. Or the quest. I finally have loads more food, look. Firewood is an issue, but... I guess I have someone work there. I've got 2 people collecting meat, which is really good. So I'm getting more meat. I've got some wood that's still coming in. I just constantly have to have someone working in the logging camp. But food and fuel is always of concern. But I have 2 months of food now, which is a big improvement. But you also need to stockpile for the winter. But I need to increase the level of these. I mean, if it truly wants entertainment and everything else before it'll level up, that's a lot of stuff that still needs to be built. Let's have a look. What do we need for all this stuff? So, is it under? There it is. So, 8. We need 8 logs to build a church. And we need 5 to build the tavern. But the problem is, for the tavern to work, we need farming. And for that to work, I think we need more people. At least the food's going up rather rapidly now. We have plenty of meat. Technically, these houses should feel like they have more than one food type. Let's say idle villagers can go there. Prioritize idle villagers. I really wish I just had access to 15 people and I could spread them out more. Rather than it being the case that it's split into families. I'm tempted to try building another house to see if it adds another family for me. Let's try it. It might not work out, but we'll see. I don't even think there's anyone free to build that. But I will keep my fingers crossed. That's going up. Fuel's going up now because we've got someone working on firewood. I'm going to speed things up slightly and see if anyone does try and build this. But I have my fear that no one will. I mean, the market stall and stuff is a bit of a... Like, to put someone to work on a market stall is taking someone away from another more important job for the very few people I have, or the very few families I have. We'll see if this building improves. Because it's supposed to be the case that people that don't have anything else to do will build stuff. And it does look like there's 3 people. I mean, there's 2 people building that house that I've just put down. And someone's still there to transport the wood to it. And there's more people going in to help build. So, I must have, like, 3 people that just don't appear as available to me. It does make me wonder if, although it says 0, can I click? I was searching for someone even though there isn't anyone there. Okay. So it's like on a timer so that it would, if anyone becomes free, that would absorb it. Interesting. So, we'll see what happens when this house is finished. I'm kind of hoping that one of these other people moves in there and starts a new family. But I could be wishful thinking on my part. But of course, more families means more mouths to feed, means we need more food. So that's construction complete. And there's no one to live in it currently. Hang on, people, there we go. Excellent, someone has moved in. And has immediately got married. So if we build more houses, we get more families. Okay. That is very helpful to know. Doesn't tell you that though, does it? but that is very handy to know. So let's put another one down. And at the same time, we can have that person do something. I mean, ideally, eventually we want someone to run the food stall, but it's not a priority. Yeah. Yes, Naka, it is very like... So I loved Banished. It is very much along those lines, but with like combat and everything else added in. So you can have armies and things, but I don't think they're available in the demo that they've released. This is more about building a city. But that is exactly what it's like. Exactly. It's along the lines of Banished, which is a very good game. So you build fields and then you make farms on the fields. And bread would be a good thing to have. Let's do that. So what can I build in terms of overlay? Show me. So that's flax, emmer fertility, flax, barley. Barley would only be good here, apparently. Rye, anywhere. Smell. Huh? So you can have smell on the map, which obviously, technically, I suppose, disease related. Pantry is full at the hunting camp, so I need someone to work the granary to collect food from there and move it. But that's interesting. So in terms of farming, I guess we build farms over here, because over here, although flax is better here, but barley, rye, everything else is sort of good in this area. So let's put some farmland down. Max field workers 4, 6. Let's do that. So there's a farm. We can choose our crop type. So this is the soil fertility for things. So wheat can be processed into grain. Flax and barley can be made into malt and ale. So let's start with that. And then you can... Crop rotation can bring back the lost fertility. The fastest way is to keep the field fallow. Crop rotation triggers after fully completed harvest. So we could do crop rotation and you choose what you do each year. Okay, so like 1 year you grow something and then you let it thingy fallow for a bit and then you change it to something else? Maybe? I don't know. We'll just do that and see what happens. We'll have to work that out as we go. And people, no one currently works there, but we build a farm, I believe. And the farm obviously lets people go and work on the field. You don't attach it to the field, though. So that's a workforce of 5. Or is that for building it? Not sure, we'll see. I really like the music. So we're 21 people now, which is great. We've got plenty of food. We've got plenty of firewood. I've got 1 spare family. I guess I need to start thinking about putting a family to work on the storehouse. We have someone who's working on the food stall. I think if we just say if people are free, they can work on any of these. I do need to think about clothing. Industry. Convert pelts into leather. And leather is used for clothing. So I guess we need to think about putting that down as well. That can go there. So, storage limit reached. Pantry limit reached. That's fine though. That's allowed to be full because it's a food stall. So this now has 4 types of food, apparently. We don't have any clothing yet. We don't have any entertainment, we don't have any faith. But that's fine, we're heading in the right direction. I think we need to consider putting down more houses. Wrong button. There we go. I'm making them all fairly big at the moment. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I can rotate it. That's fine. I was about to say it. So if I do that and then I click rotate. Oh. Plot too small. Oh. But I think a plot can be half that size. Hang on. Gonna be that big? I was gonna say that is too small. Can be that big though. Too small. Ah. Okay, fine. Little bit of calculation. Road access obstructed, I know, but I'm going to rotate it. Plot too small. Oh, there we go. Good, and then I'm going to put road along the front of it. And it will come out there. And I'm going to put a road along this way so I can build more houses. Like that. Sorted. 7 families working. We have food. We have... Do I need to upgrade my granary is the next question. Increase... Oh no, there's loads of space there. There's only 500 being... Sorry, 44 of 500 being used. So we're fine at the minute. We've got another house going down there. Our farm is here. We don't have any workers in it yet. Oh, there's loads of working space there, though. So... that will send farmers to the fields. But we need to add someone to it, so we still need more houses. But I can't afford it at the minute. I need more wood, apparently. Oh, maybe I've already used that, though. Yeah. It won't let me build any at the moment. That's okay, no big deal. It's going to be a funny shape at the front, isn't it? Doesn't matter, I suppose. Storage is reached. Well, that's alright. So, they got food and everything. So that's okay. Uh-oh. The ox is stuck. That's not good, is it? If the ox gets stuck, nothing's going to get built. Let's see if we can shift the ox by running into it. Like the AI was before. The answer is no. Oh dear. So there's your bug. Hang on. It's moving a bit, I think, isn't it? I don't think it appreciates me shoving it. Has it gone forward slightly, or am I imagining that? I can't knock her out of the way. Come on. Go the other side. Uh-oh. that could be the end of my settlement, because I can't build anything anymore. I would kill it for me, but I don't know if I can buy another one yet. Yorg, you need to move. Maybe if I just... Can I demolish that building? Aha! Okay. Well... That works. Okay, so we rethink how we're building these houses. Let's try one last time to connect it. If it doesn't work, we'll just build it a bit shorter, like back here. At least it was somewhat easy to solve. Do I have anyone working? No, I don't have anyone working there yet because it's October. I've got enough food for 3 months. It will see me through winter. The berries are seasonal. So eventually the berries here won't be available anymore. They're really entrenched, aren't they? Where are the berries? Is that a berry bush? I can't even tell. There's just berries there. I assume there's a bush in there somewhere. I honestly thought it's about to get stuck again, look. I went through the back gate. Oh, hang on. If I build a road for them, does that help? Does that improve things a bit? I think it's trying to get the fastest way to here. Oh, look. Some of the villagers have started using carts. Hallelujah. How exciting. Fine. So... interesting that it sort of worked out that way, but that's fine. Where's the front? There it is. I heard a ping, which means if I look over to my other screen, in a moment I should see something appear. Kuri, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I don't know if you're watching the live stream, but thank you anyway. Where did that go? Oh, it's too small. Hang on. What do you mean it's too small? How big do you want me to make it? Be huge. 1, 2 should be enough. That's weird. Oh. See, that works. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. And another one. I was going to say it's going to be too small at the front, isn't it? That's really weird because they're only too wide at the front. But this one's having major issues with that. Let's just do that and then... hang on. Start there, go there, down there. That is too small. I'm suddenly having to make them a lot bigger. Never mind, I guess. That should be someone working at the farm now. I mean, there's absolutely no point in planting a field, but they can plough it. That is a big field, actually, isn't it? Maybe that is way too big a field. Yeah, in fact, let's get rid of that field and make a smaller one, because that is probably stupidly big. Maybe a bit too much overkill. There we go. And we should still be able to do that, and then we can rotate crops. Technically, it should be a different crop each year. But I'm just going to leave it as that for now, because I want to see how much the percentage changes. You don't get a bigger house, but you can put more in it. So there's at some point you get the option to build extensions and things, upgrade. So you can choose to upgrade things to level 2, and then you get different, you know. I don't know where they are, but it says when you build it on the houses, when upgraded, grants a development point, but you can't use that. You can't use development points at the moment. That's like the research tree. And then if it's large enough, it has slots for extensions, but I don't know what the extensions are. Like, I made this one bigger, but I can't specifically see any extensions there. I can upgrade stuff though, so I might try upgrading this. It's quite expensive. It uses a lot of wood to upgrade. I do have to upgrade 3 houses to level 2 though, at some point. We got plenty of food. We've got this farm going on here, which is now being ploughed by people. I kind of want to build another farm. If I go to farming and there, and then I want to do barley, because technically I need barley. You need barley for the... Oh, that's the greenest bit in there. But you need barley to make beer, obviously. So we'll do barley there. There we go. And we'll put another family to work in the fields. Careful, you're about to run out of timber and block yourself. Make sure you have a woodcutter camp. Okay.
Hey, give us a hot note.
Hang on, that's a logging camp? What? I'm confused now. I have a woodcutter lodge. That's the first time it's given me that warning, and I've used loads of wood so far. I don't know what that's all about. We can probably put down a forestry thing soon. We've got plenty of wood for the moment, though. The only shame about it is you can't save the game in the demo. It is just as it is. Work area emptied. No more resources to gather. Oh, it's the forager's hut. Of course, they've run out of berries because it's the wrong time of year. There's still plenty of animals there, and there's animals up there as well. So, you know what we're going to do? Let's put down another Hunter's Lodge, because realistically, we can have potentially some meat all year round. And then eventually I'd like to get crops down so we can have bread as well. I'm not sure how much wheat that will produce, but we'll see. I realise that's called Emma, and it suddenly dawns on me that's probably German or something for wheat, is it? Emma is a plant. Emma is a type of wheat. This is me Googling it out of curiosity. Could just be that it's a type of wheat. But, oh well. It's getting very dark suddenly. More clouds in the sky, I think. And we'll stake another person. I can put 2 people in there, actually. But I've got enough food for the moment, so I don't feel like I need to put another person in there. I mean, we're doing okay in terms of food. Doing okay there. Maybe it's time we put another person on the logging camp. As I've only got 6 logs. So let's do that.
Let's get to work.
And we'll put another house down. And then... oh, that's a logging camp. I don't know why I'm clicking that. There we go. Another house. It's too small. It's big enough that way. But not the other side. You'd think that's the same size, but clearly not. They're all strange. Never mind. There we go. Oh, that had an expansion slot at the back. Did you see that? It had a little symbol on it. So this one can have an extension. I assume this one can as well. I have no idea how that works yet, though. But that one definitely had a little symbol at the back. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing. It's December. Now everyone freezes to death. Oops. Are you having a go, Richard? See what you think. I know you're a fan of these games like I am, so you'll probably enjoy it. It's just a shame you can't save the game and then pick it up again. I feel like I need to sit here for 24 hours and just let the game run through. I mean, it wouldn't take me too long to get back to this point, I suppose. But I'll play it for another half an hour on stream and then I'll have to go and have food, so... it's a shame you can't save it. But my approval rating is 54%. Look, there's actual snow on the ground. Let's have a look at it with my character. Oh, the snow's not actually landing down here, but there is snow on the ground. Oh, I don't think I leave footprints in the snow. Very disappointed. The graphics are so good, and the attention to detail is fantastic. I'm genuinely shocked, actually. I'm not bothered about it, really. I'm just shocked that there isn't footprints. I was expecting there to be footprints in the snow. It is still snowing, though. So people die during the winter if they're cold. I assume we have enough firewood for 3 months. Yeah, 12 months for fuel. Fine. You hope my population starves to death? That's not very nice. They've got loads of food. 89 food. They're fine. They've got 3 months worth of food. Poor population. Have they finished... oh, look. They've finished ploughing it. And now they're sowing seeds. Why are they sowing seeds in the winter? That's not right, surely. Crop growth, 1%. It's not going to grow now. It's winter. Surely it understands when it's winter. Maybe that's not in properly or something yet. I'm not sure about that. I've never played the guild, but yeah, it might be along those lines. I just like the fact you can have a run around with the character. I think it's just a nice little addition. I suppose it doesn't mean a huge amount in the grand scheme of things, but I appreciate it. Let's upgrade one of the houses. Let's upgrade the big house. Oh, I can't upgrade it. I can't click it. Oh, because I haven't fulfilled the other requirements. That's why. I need to do the clothing and stuff. So,
Hey, give us a hot
we need someone to work in the tannery, I guess, to start making clothes. So that'll be whoever's in this. And I'll need more houses. Again. This is what I'm doing. I'm building, constantly just building houses. A little bit concerned that one's a bit small, so I'm just going to make this slightly bigger. There we go. And then... there we go. A couple more houses down. That's very true, but you also don't want to kill the seeds, I suppose. Though I'm not a farmer, so... I do like the fact that I can hit tab and just see what everything is. It's a bit basic at the moment. I imagine he will upgrade what this looks like. Rather than just being a black box with some text in it. I need to put flax down as well. That's another farm I need to put down. Flax can be placed... oh, too far out. That's my bad. Flax is like here. In the middle. So we need flax for... I might as well put it down. Maybe just make it... I don't know if this is too big or too small or what. But we do need flax. Because flax is converted into stuff for clothing. And we seem to need lots of that. Storage limit is reached. Where at? I think it's concerned about the storage limit here, but... It's supposed to be like that. I've got plenty of logs at the moment, so that's good. But we've made it through the first winter, which is pretty nice. I think we can speed things up a bit. It's a 16 times. Watch everyone teleport around. I would like to get to the new year... I'm going to put another person on farming, so we have 3 families on farming. I feel like that's important. Hopefully the farm will send people over here as well. But I assume the farmers aren't working because... yeah, look. The ploughing progress and everything has gone down. I assume because it's winter. Which is fine. But we don't have... oh, we do have some clothes now because we have leather. So that's now working. So there we go. Clothing is 1. And we have 2 different types of food potentially. We have some berries and meat. Berries will be back in the new year once they start growing again. But we don't have any other... but that's not enough. We need 2. And entertainment and faith. I should be able to do all that. I just don't know how much I'll get from these little farm areas. I'll have to wait and see. I just want things to roll forward pretty quite fast because I can't really do much in winter. I'm just relying on people staying alive. I can build a trading post, I suppose, which would help, and a livestock trading post. But I don't have any silver, so... Guess without any money, it doesn't really help. I'd have to start selling stuff. So I need excess resources to sell. I kind of don't want to sell my food. I've only got 2 months worth of food for the amount of people I have. This, there you go. So this building, or this house, was big enough. An extension can provide additional resource yields at the cost of peasants taking time to work on them instead of their assigned job. Now, why did that one get one, but this huge plot up here didn't? I genuinely don't know. It could just be buggy still at the moment. But look, I can have a vegetable garden. I can have chickens for eggs. Oh, you have to pay for it, though. That costs a tool. That costs 25 silver. And that costs, goat shed costs 25 silver. But that produces milk. Eggs, milk, consistently throughout the year. Vegetables don't provide anything in winter. Okay, so that's the extension options. There you go, that's very handy to know, Naka. I was going to say, I would imagine it's warmish under the ground, but I don't generally go digging in the garden in winter. It's a summer job. Fine, so someone is working the field. That's good. Can they forage now? Yes, they can. There's berries there, so we can send someone off foraging again. So we have a variety of food. We are low on supplies. We've got 2 months of food. That's fine. 2 months is enough. We've got 20 wild animals there. We've got 20 there. So we should have enough food incoming still. What's the rule here? Hunting limit. When population of a herd drops to this number, workers will stop hunting. The game suggests 20. That's fine. That's at 20 then. So I'm going to actually reduce that by 1 person. Oh, no. And have 1 less person working there. And increase the number of people on the farms. This is actually growing now. And they're starting to work on the other fields as well. So what I can think about doing, I guess, is building... That's a pasture for sheep, but we don't have any sheep. But we do need to think about converting grain into flour. And then flour into bread. So I guess we build a windmill that is most efficient on open ground unobstructed by trees. Which makes sense. So that's windmill efficiency. Oh, there you go. You can see where the efficiency is. So, technically speaking, up on a hill here is 97. Is it any better than 97? 98 there? 98 is about the best. 95. I think anything that is away from... There must be a circle around it that we can't see. So, somewhere up here is going to be best, isn't it? Just build it there. That's not too far from the farm, either. So we can build that, and then we build a communal oven. Which I guess... I don't know. Does it fit? That's a shame, it doesn't fit there. Does it fit? No, we'll stick it here.
Let's go.
There we go. We're down to 1 month's worth of food, which is a little bit disconcerting. You can try it, Carlos. This is available currently on the Steam Games Fest. Next Games Fest? Steam Next Fest? It's called something like that. Anyone can download. Yeah, there is mining, so I haven't done it yet, but you can mine. You can do a mining pit for iron ore and clay. There's actually stone here as well. I was trying to work out the stone side of it, but I can't actually see anything about mining the stone at the moment. It's possible it's just not in yet. I think that one's for iron ore and clay. So I assume the stone mining isn't in, or the stone quarrying isn't in yet. Well, that was the thing there. So the extensions you can use to make gardens. So if you have tools, you can give them a vegetable garden and they will produce food. All, well, except in winter. Ah, thank you, Calaf. That also explains. Apologies, I just saw your message there about the extension being at the back. That does make sense. That does make sense. So rather than being able to have one on the side, it would be at the back. So if that was longer, maybe that would be better. Because I would have expected that to have one at the side. But yeah, maybe making it longer gives you that extension. Thank you. That's interesting to note. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a demo, you can't save it, but it's showing off what they've done with the game, and it's really good so far. And considering it's a sole developer called Greg, we've got loads of wood now, loads of logs. We've got crops growing, which is good. So I need to change this each year. Do we follow it for a year and then change it? I guess. Although that'll mean I don't have any bread for a year. The field makes flax clothing, so I need to think about that. That turns wool into yarn and flax into linen, so we need to probably build that as well. Stick that there. I mean, some of these places don't have anyone working in them yet, but I'm not too worried about that because I don't have any grain to show for it. When they start harvesting this, then we will get the right stuff. Still have meat and things on the menu. That's down to 16 animals. It's supposed to keep at least 20. That's a little bit concerning. Maybe they've died of natural causes. Yeah, it does say rotate crops. We'll hope that God knows what the mechanic actually works like in the game, but yeah. And yes, I'd need an extra plot down to do the other stuff. So that's fallow for a year, another plot down to do the crops. You're quite right, it's just about rotating. I like that aspect. I like that they've added that. Not that I'm a farmer, but it's, you know, it's something you hear talked about. I'm waiting for that to start getting harvested. Oh, we are really low on food suddenly. 28 meat. I have 0 months of food. What? That's a little bit concerning. I guess I'm not getting as much meat as I once was. I can put another person on berries, maybe. One less on logging, because we've got plenty of logs at the moment. Maybe it's time to put down a couple more houses. The problem is, the more houses you put down, the more food you need. But we'll see. Let's stick it down and rotate, rotate. Oh, that's got an extension thing as well. So yeah, length matters. Hi Carlos, thanks for subscribing. Fine. So we're not looking too bad. I'm really upset I can't hit save game. That is very disappointing. Can I just leave this running forever in the background while I do other things? And then pick it up when I want to. I mean, I've not spent a lot of time in it so far, and I understand now how to expand the settlement by building the houses, which took a little while to work out, I guess. It's a nice game. It's a bit of a... anything like this is a bit of a time sink, but it's such a relaxing game for the most part. You just chill and let it do its thing. So, Naka, I have to ask, how do you know so much about farming? I mean, I know, you know, I understand bits of it, because there's bits you pick up from watching TV and stuff, but you seem to know a lot about it, which makes me wonder if you've worked on a farm, or if you know someone who has a farm, etc., etc. Got some barley being made there. I'm gonna... where is the... there it is. That converts barley into malt. So, barley into malt, and then a brewery right next to it. Keep things moving. We are still hurting on food, aren't we? We do have more people gathering stuff now. We're low on... oh, we are low on fuel. What? Why do we have so little fuel suddenly? $80 firewood. Why does this say 6 there? There's 4 there. Oh wow, we are actually really short on firewood.
We need more work.
Get another person in there then. Not quite ready to harvest yet. Ah, I see. Doing environmental engineering. Interesting. I always considered farming to be a very, very difficult job. Lots and lots of hours and very early mornings and such. I find this interesting that you have the option to burn your crops. I feel like the marketplace was probably a bit too big. Never mind. It says we have 11 food, but I see 15 meat and 13 berries. 5 months of fuel. 0 months of food. Really could do with that to make some bread. Yes, I was thinking that was the other way to fertilize the land. I was also thinking it's a good way to burn down my village. I don't know how fire spreads in this game. It's fun, the things you learn playing these games. Let's hop into my guy and have a look around. I was going to say, let's have a look around the field, and it spawned me in the field, obviously. Oh, he doesn't like that. Bread oven or something? I think that's the... I'm going to have a look around the marketplace. I've never actually looked. I made it a bit big, I think. So, clothing, firewood, and food. Food looks a bit empty. Which isn't ideal, I guess. We are quite low on food. We have 22 wild animals there. We have 21 there. So we should be hunting. Really could do with this field to start giving me some wheat and grain. I guess I could put down a trade post, but I can't actually buy any yet. Do have plenty of leather. I mean, the problem with the foraging stuff is, I mean, there's only 80 left. I will gradually wear that down by the end of the year. Really do need the wheat. Barley is kind of like, well, doesn't really matter too much. The most important thing is the wheat. At least it seems to think we have plenty of firewood again. See, it says there's a 13 there, but there's 92 firewood. I wonder if that's bugged. I don't know. Could be that it's just bugged. And the same with the food thing there, because I've got 11 meat and 14 berries, but it only says 12. Could just be that it's a bit buggy. I can't afford to do the extensions yet because I don't have any iron. I could mine some iron, but it just means putting people on something that I don't really have enough food for at the moment. I need to focus on making food. I have 4 people. Working on this. He's transporting a log piece. Only 19 animals there, 20 there, so I am slowly whittling them down. I'm using the berries. I'm going to speed things up again, just to see where we can get to before I go and have some food. Because I guess after that I will close it and then have to restart it at a later date from the scratch. But I suppose then I can just keep it on full speed. Pantry full at field. Aha! So they're harvesting it. Okay, good. So now they should take the stuff to here and thrash it. They're harvesting everything now. I guess they'll harvest it first and then collect it all? Oh, we have loads of wheat, look. Loads of wheat. Awesome. So that little bit of farm made a load of wheat. I don't know how much grain that'll make then. But I'm really pleased about that. So there we go. They've started moving it all across. So, oh. That weirdly jumped across the screen. Whoa. Misbehaving slightly. I want to increase... I want a person to work there. I could probably reduce that by 1. I probably have enough working the farms now. And we have 1 person working in there. And then... I guess we want someone to work at the Communal Oven, which is that one there.
Let's go, people.
I mean, I feel like that's going to provide more food than the berries, but we need to create some grain first. Oh, that's all the crops, so we got 125 wheat, which isn't terrible. I am going to put another field down. Which I guess can just go next to this one. Make it to there. Yeah, that looks alright. And this one will be Emma in the coming year. And we'll do crop rotation. They will start planting that for next year, I guess. Camera's misbehaving a bit suddenly. Maybe it's because I've got it on fast. Let's just slow it down slightly. Is that finally producing some wheat? Yes, it's grain and flour. Fantastic. So we've got grain, we've got flour. 1.2k grain. Making flour. We need to make... How many? There's only 38 berries left. Where can I take someone away from? I need fire. I need loads of firewood, so they need to concentrate on that for now. Got grain, I've got flax, I've got barley. That's actually full, the pantry there. Surely they will store that in the granary though. Yes, they will. They will store grain in the granary. Let's make that a place, enable idle labourers. So people should go and work there and produce food. But ideally I just want to produce some food, so I'm going to put another house down. That's big enough there. There we go. So we'll make sure we have someone to work there permanently, because I feel like food production is going to be important. A weaver's workshop. I guess if no one's busy doing other stuff, they can come and work in these places. I mean, it's not a priority though. So windmill is producing plenty of flour. Just desperately need someone to go and work there, really. I'm tempted to pull a person off this. The berries are nice, but we are seriously low on other food, so let's get some people working in the communal oven. I'm actually going to remove... I can probably put 2 people in there when this house finishes, I guess. Let's do that. Increase that another person. We should have plenty of flour now. We do. So if 1 flour makes 1 bread, we should be able to make at least 70 bread just from that. And we have loads of grain. I mean, we were overfilled on grain. It was a maximum amount, and we seem to have used it all. So all the space. Speed things up again. Let them finish this house. Yeah, we are out of food, which is really bad. This is where people start starving to death. Maybe I should have put a farm down for grain sooner. I think... They are starting to cook stuff, so... Well, that's going to be pretty rapid. 2 bread. Fine, so that's another family, so immediately there's someone else there. I'm going to be relying on that, I think. Because berries-wise... Yeah, the berries are gone, so... Scrap the berries, everyone on bread. We should be able to cook bread. Because all the flour should be safely stored inside this place. He says. We're in autumn now. I'm not too worried about the weaver's workshop and stuff at the moment. Priority needs to be on supplies of food. But we should have loads of people cooking bread. And there's loads of flour. Now, there used to be a way to calculate it. I remember back in Stronghold, you needed a certain amount of windmills to feed a particular amount of ovens and bakeries. It all balanced out. I think we're doing okay though. I'm like just hanging on for dear life with the food. It's very easy to accidentally click on the people rather than the buildings and zoom in on them. I am discovering that. Meat is definitely dropped a lot because there aren't that many wild animals and we are having to feed a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people eating nothing but bread. I suppose if it gets them through the winter, but not sure it's going to. I'm almost tempted to put down another communal oven. I wish it told you how much it can produce. I wish it was some kind of like, it produces this much per month, or it can sustain this many houses or this many people. 45 people is a lot. I mean, I've got 15 families and each of them has officially another son. Storehouse is full. Oh, it is indeed full. I can't upgrade it. Oh, that's a shame. You can't upgrade the storehouse, so I need to build another storehouse. Which is fine.
Let's go, people!
Granary is filling up a little bit, mostly with grain. Really struggling for food. I'm going to speed things up a bit and see if people start dying. I'm hoping that the food eventually goes up a lot due to having 3 people in here, but I'm not sure. I don't know what the limitations are. There's still plenty of flour. And that's with 1 person working in there, isn't it? Yeah. So I can probably have a couple more ovens on the go. Yeah, December now. No, I've got the food's going up. Look, the bread is working. We're okay. We've got plenty of bread. Look, 25. It's going up. Maybe we'll get through winter. We have 12 months worth of fuel. So it's just food. But we should be alright. It is going up. We've got extra meat. That's not too bad then. So the bread does work. The farm still has quite a lot of grain in it as well. Obviously the barley and flax are just as they are. Shame the storage is so limited. Oh, they are using the Weaver's Workshop now, though, if they're not doing anything else. So they might produce some other bits and pieces. And we've got loads of food now, so the bread is working. It's only 1 month's worth of food, but it is nonetheless plenty of food. Storehouse is full, but that's just because it's full.
We need more workers here.
Need someone to work there. We've got 1 month's worth of food now. I think we start thinking about more houses. I think we've got away with it. So we need to make it a bit longer. There we go. How big does it need to be? To get an extension. And can you have more than one extension is the next question? No, it looks like just one. So you make them that big. Like so. So we've got plenty of food now. So we can start worrying about having someone in the weaver's workshop and someone in there and someone in there. And we just build a couple more houses. Too small. 1, 2 should be enough. There we go. It's almost like the back isn't enough, but it should be. I wish it would say... Oh, it's fine. There we go. We've got loads of food now. We're back into February, so we're nearly sort of right at the edge of winter. We're now in spring. Super. I should probably actually rotate the crops. And then do barley the year after. And then this is the same. Fallow and then flax. We've got plenty of farm workers, really. How many? We've got people working everywhere now. Which is fine. What's that? Oh, the granary is full, but we can upgrade the granary. Upgrade the granary to level 2. Hopefully all those resources are still stored in it. Still got, it says 4 on firewood there, but we seem to have loads more than it thinks. So I'm going to ignore the fact it has a 4 next to it. Got plenty of grain. And this is working on more grain. And these only have one type of clothing at the moment, but never mind. We should be producing more types of clothing. And we have loads of bread. We have loads of meat, we have loads of bread. We should be able to send people to collect berries as well. It's obviously not the best food type, but it's okay. Well, I feel confident enough now to be building... That's weird. It'll build there, but not there. How strange. Huh. Wants it to be wider at the back. I feel like that's a bug. It's fine though. It's fine. We've got loads of families. We've got loads of food. We are okay on firewood. I'm a little bit concerned about the forest now. We probably need to do something to replant stuff. So I'm going to put a forester's hut over here. Or maybe over... I don't want them to plant it near the windmill.
Let's go, people!
But I feel like it'll be handy to have it and just people do it when they're free and not doing anything else. Plant some trees. Yes, that's also true, Calaf. I was looking at the terrain elevation as I was clicking there. It may have an effect. But it does. It did sort of place it in the same place. It just, yeah, I don't know. It's down though. Does beg the question: does to like that's a big hill? Can I put a house on the big hill? We can experiment. Too steep. There you go. So it does say too steep. Okay. Fair enough. That answers that question. $109 bread. We're doing okay. We have so much grain as well. I didn't expect it to make quite that much. Hang on. I'm sure that's supposed to be fallow right now. That's weird. So, that I'm just going to put on when you're free, go and plant a tree. So we got loads of food. That's upgraded to have loads more in it. And it's almost full already. But we are now giving beer and stuff. So what we actually need to do is build a tavern. Speaking of, there's a tavern. We'll put it down here. Oh, it doesn't fit there. We'll have to build it at this side. That's okay. There we go. And then build a road down here. Loads of people helping build that. That means we'll be able to provide food and clothing. That's making cloth. Yeah, from flax. Technically they should be able to get 2 different types of clothing now then. Because they're getting leather. Oh, there's only leather in there. Maybe that's why, because that's full of leather, so they don't have any of the other stuff. We can potentially put down another one next to it, but I don't think I can say what goes there. Enable an idle labourer to go there. I mean, could I suppose. And then I also need to build a church for faith. Oh, that's bigger. I was expecting that to be a long, but it's actually just a wide plot. No, I don't want it to face that way. Can I have some more control over it? Don't snap to things. No, stop snapping. Oh, it wants to uproot 5 trees to do that. I guess I have to. Ah! I want to place it next to that building. I guess I have to extend the road and then it'll stop doing that. There we go. But I assume I will need more families. For that to work. So do that and then build and then oh, that's going to get very steep there, isn't it? So we're probably not going to be able to build that many houses here. Just build the road to there for now. I think it's looking pretty good. I will have to call it quits soon, though. I'm really enjoying it. I highly recommend anyone who's watching and has capacity to download it and stuff. This is a demo for the game. Is available with the Steam Next Fest. I think it's downloadable until like the 10th of October. So download it, give it a go if you're into this type of game. There's loads of games going to be available for demos, I think. I haven't actually had a look yet at what else is available because I've been playing this since it pretty much went live. Manor Lodge is really good, Trev. Really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff missing, and the biggest shame is I can't save it and continue. There's no save. So you either leave it running or that's it. Oh, it looks really nice, and zooming in is a lot of fun. And then the fact, I know Trev's here now, and I don't know if you saw me do it earlier, but look at this. You can actually zoom in to your character and walk around. And the cloth moves on the cape. Look at this. And you can see everyone carrying stuff. So they're carrying meat or a hammer. And then you've got someone walking around with the ox that drags wood and stuff about. Have a little look at the market stalls. See all the bread in there. But yeah, really impressed. Really enjoying it so far. Just wish I could save it and continue later, but I feel like I've achieved something here. I've built myself a little village. Well worth a go. Well worth a go. Highly recommend it. Doesn't appear to be any stone mining stuff in yet, or stone quarrying, but you can mine the iron and you can make tools and things. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a massive project for a solo dev, and yeah, Greg is the dev. He has a little message at the start, but you know, he had this huge outlay, and it was like a solo person doing all of this is crazy. But I mean, it's a lot like Banished, and Banished was a good game as well. But all the extra stuff they wanted in this with the combat and all of that, yeah, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Can't commend him enough for the job he's done. He deserved to get a publishing deal to get the game finished, put it that way. Or get it finished faster, as the case may be. Have a church. Bell sounds. I could sit and play with that for a while. So these have clothing, so they just don't have the entertainment. So I need to give them entertainment. So I guess I need to build another house so that someone can... Oh, when that finishes, someone should work at the tavern. And then I can finally upgrade some houses. Pixel art stalker. That's a weird concept, but I can understand it working. There we go. So someone's working there. So now we should have some beer being provided. We've got 103 beer there, or ale. That farm is going to be full again. Loads of grain still. There's loads of crops in the field. They're going to collect it still. Pantry limit reached. Oh, it's just the field. Yeah, the field's full, we know. You got to take it to the other places. So, this... Oh, still no entertainment. I will have to have a look at Zero Seether. Oh yeah, everything is really homely, Trev. I was saying earlier, the music is fantastic. I'm half expecting to get flagged on YouTube. It's copyrighted, but the music's fantastic. It's so relaxing. It's one of those games where you're just going to lose yourself in it for hours, and the music really does help with that. Until the battles start, which is obviously a different matter entirely, but I don't think any of that's in the demo. Which is fine with me. It's nice to just be able to see how it's progressing. And there's little bugs and graphical things and this, that and the other you notice, but how far it's come already is fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. Greg deserves a pat on the back. Because it's been a while since we've had something like Banished, and this is trying to be banished to the next level with having all the combat stuff in, I guess. I want the tavern to work so I can upgrade one of these houses. Because they're soon going to be only having one type of food to provide. Still some meat at the moment. Storage limit reached. Oh. Fair enough. Oh, you can take some logs over here, it's fine. Granary is nearly full as well. We're still producing loads of bread, which is great. We are producing loads of ale now. I just need someone to... There's supposed to be someone working there. Where are they? They're over there. New message. To the region of Lohendorf, you are hereby on a mission of debt for the lands on which the Royal Crown has granted stewardship. To the Honourable Bandana, a tax is to be levied upon the land to be paid in precious wealth or labour. Failure to submit payment will find the lands forfeit and the governance under the stewards return to... I don't have any money. Build a tax collector to increase the treasury. Trading post, livestock, administration, gatehouse. I can't build it. Provides entrance point to the bailey. Is this gonna... It's locked. I can build a manor house now. I can build a bailey wall. I can build the gatehouse with a wall and the manor house. Tax collector is locked. I think it's locked for the... I think it's locked for the demo. So you can't actually continue it. Unless it's linked to the manor house. I will build the manor house and see. Can't build because of uprooted trees. Oh, it doesn't want me to put it down. Maybe I have to build it within the walls then. Oh, it's all. Yeah, the Liege isn't going to get any money. Maybe if I put the walls down and then I can build this stuff. Must be built within the Bailey. Provides living space for 5. Maybe I need to build the wall first then? Let's try that. Kind of built on the funny part of the road, not quite round the edge of it, but never mind. I guess I have to do that first and then I can build a gate. Yeah, there we go. There's the gate.
Let's get to work.
Put the gate there. And then the manor house inside. Features locked in the demo unlocks policies in the region, but I can't build them in the demo. Oh, I can't build it yet. Maybe I have to wait till the wall's finished? We'll see. Ready to upgrade. Oh, they're all ready to upgrade. Great. So, upgrade. Upgrade. I need to upgrade 3 to go to the next quest. So I'll do that. I'll just upgrade 3 and see what happens. Oh, that's... Why are they not collecting from there? Oh, they are, very slowly. I'm being very slow about collecting at the moment. I just realised it wasn't actually going fast anymore. This was on fast, but the people weren't moving fast. It seemed to be after I zoomed in to do the visit mode and walk around, it slowed it back down. Work area empty. Well, yes, because there's no food there anymore. They'll find somewhere else to work. So this is slowly being built now. I guess it'll take a while. I'm just slightly concerned about the tax collector. With it being locked, I'm worried it's locked. And I can't build it. I've got 118 days till it's due. I'm not holding out much hope, I must say. There's no berries left, so I'll try and speed things up. Yeah, I feel the Liege may send an army after me, and there's probably not a lot I can do. Oh, this is getting upgraded pretty quickly, look. That's quite fun. I'm just curious what it looks like when they upgrade it. I assume it'll have a nice tiled roof rather than a thatch roof. It's quite fun just watching them put this stuff together. Oh yes, very modern. Windows and everything. Look at all that. Oh, proper roof. Very fancy. Very fancy. Oh, and you get more options, look. So you can, your upgrade options increase, so... Oh. These are all placeholders. We'll ignore that then. Before we break something. So, we have a gatehouse. I'm very concerned that I can't build that. I don't appear to be able to build a tax collector. I mean, that's it, isn't it? Game over if I can't build that. I mean, I could try building a trade thing and try and sell some bread. That's an option. Let's try that and see if we can make enough money by selling some bread.
Let's go, people!
I will attempt anything to try and stave off losing the game. Eventually I have to go and make food though, but at the moment we'll see. I don't want to upgrade anything else at the minute. Oh, the bell's going. Not sure what it provides, just generic storage. I guess that's something that's just not been added yet. Yeah, regional wealth. I guess if I can't sell anything and I can't build a tax collector, that's game over. All workers busy. It's waiting its turn. Oh, they're focusing on this first, I think. Well, that's alright. Oh, look at that house. Looks even bigger. Or taller, anyway. Very fancy. Got plenty of food, got plenty of firewood, everything is pretty settled. Winter is not an issue. I'm going to speed it up to 16 times and let's just crack on with it and see what happens. Genuinely curious if... it says 88 days until paid, so either it's going to automatically pay or I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. But I will finish this quest, if nothing else. It's taking a long time to build that upgrade, to be fair. I think it's just having issues getting the ox to do its transport stuff. There we go, that's finished. So we have technically completed that. Quest completed. Level 2 quest. Is there another one or is that it? That could be it for now. That might be the last quest for the demo. They are finally building this wall though. Just a wooden fence really, isn't it? That's not a wall, guys. That is a wooden fence. I mean, it's not even like... It's not even like a wall made of logs with spiky tops, so it's thicker. It is literally just pieces of wood. It's a fence. I feel lied to. I was told it was a wall. And they will finish it now. And maybe, once the wall is finished, we can put down the other building. But I'm feeling like I'm just not going to be able to pay for this. I'm hoping I can sell some bread or some grain or something at the trade post. But we'll see. Stocks damaged by weather. Farm. Large granary. Oh, it's full, that's why. I need to build another granary then. There we go. Build a granary there. Right. Disconnected from road network? You what? Beg to differ. Sure why it thinks it's disconnected from the road network. It's against the road. Let's try and build the manor house. No. Can I build the gate through here? I mean, there's a road inside it now. It still says disconnected from the road network. And I can't... The road doesn't click to any of it. I guess it's not finished. Unless the gatehouse is the wrong way around. Hold to rotate. I can't rotate it. Just out of interest, I'll try building one there, but it should be connected. It does seem to be. I mean, that's definitely connected to the road, so I guess it's not finished. And I can't really build... Oh, hang on! You build it against the edge of the bailey. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There we go. They do it to confuse me. I'm convinced. So it just has to be built against the wall of the bailey. Does it say that? It just says must be built within it. It doesn't say built against the wall or the fence. Never mind. We know now. Trade house, so we can sell food. Yes? Materials? Grain. I've got loads of grain. Trade that. Target. Oh well, that's what it wants us to target. Import price. No, I want to sell it. That's import. Oh, there we go. Export. If stock's greater than target. Well, it's a shame that 1,000 is the target, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Export price is 2. Fine, so we might make some money off that. I'm currently -5 because I owe money to the king. That is almost finished. I guess we need someone to be working here. There we go. Upgrade with trading carts. Meh. I think we're looking okay though. We've got plenty of bread still. We've got not a huge amount of firewood. Could send someone else to work on the firewood. Plenty of people on the farm. This is fallow and this is going to grow some stuff. Next year it should fallow and then it should grow some stuff. This one is going to do that, then grow, then fallow. That's fine. This is just growing stuff every year because it's crazy. This one should fallow and then flax. This one should fallow and then barley again. There we go. Nice variety. And we still should have plenty of stuff available. We've got plenty of... I think the policy's unlocked. But there aren't any policies in the demo, so it doesn't help me, does it? We should be selling some... There, I've got two regional wealth, so I can sell stuff. I might be alright, because I am selling food, by the looks of it.
We need more workers here.
Oh, I've got 5 people to put to work. Yikes. We can put a couple on that to go and collect berries. Commodities. I don't really want to sell any commodities. I'm happy to sell grain. I kind of want everything else, to be honest. I want my food. Yeah, I think we leave it at that. Oh, I can build the tax collector. Aha! I can build a garrison tower as well. Tax collector must be built inside of this. There we go.
Let's get to work.
And I can build a garrison tower somewhere. Well, that has to be built in here as well.
Get to work.
Fair enough. I can build a tax collector. Excellent. Well, I'm pleased about that. This is a step in the right direction. So it doesn't end. You can pay the tax. I genuinely just want to see if I can pay the tax before the time runs out. And then I will have to go and sort out food, so I will have to leave everyone at that point. But I'm sure you'll all be keen to try out demos yourself anyway. But I will make sure the VOD for this is available on YouTube as a separate video. Even if it means I re-record a fresh one now I know exactly what's going on. But, yeah, there we go. I got loads of cash now. So technically, I should be able to pay it. There we go. Yeah, they do like hiding power structures behind walls. So, gives away a percentage of goods to the church. It converts silver into influence. Oh, so there's like other stuff you can do here. Mercenaries. So you can do upkeep of mercenaries. Geld is basic tax collected per family on the first day of each month. This is collected whenever grain is milled into flour. Interesting. Trade tax and war tax. 74%. So if I increase that, approval change will be minus 5%, but we will make a load of cash. So I'll be super rich. The only thing I haven't built then, technically, at the moment, is the smithy for tools, but I don't really need tools for very much. That is... oh my word. That's really massively overfilled. I'm going to increase that size. Yikes. Nearly at 3,000, so everything's stuck outside of it, I think. Now, Predator, I just got that message about the trading post. And I fear you may be further behind in my live stream. Or the live stream on YouTube is very far behind. It can't be that far behind because Trev was talking to me live. I fear Predator may be slightly behind, but I'm not sure. I think we can afford to put another person on the Woodcutters Lodge. I'm really curious if the garrison tower allows me to buy troops in this version of the game. Or this demo. There we go, I've got loads of money now. And the royal tax will be paid, everybody's happy. Here we go. I have a garrison tower, which is apparently disconnected from the road network. I mean, I don't really have a solution to that at the moment. I assume it's just because it's not fixed. But I can't actually build an army. Oh well. Interesting nonetheless. We've learned a lot there, and I'm very impressed. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it there and go and get some food and things. Otherwise I'll be sat here all night playing. I just really wanted to play the game and show it off a bit. But highly recommend people go download the Manor Lords demo on the Steam Next Fest. It's great fun. It's a great introduction to the game and where they've got to with development. Obviously there's lots missing, but you know, and there's little bugs, but it's really showing off what the potential of the game is and how far it'll go in the future. So thank you very much everyone who's tuned in to watch. I hope it has been mildly entertaining. And thank you for those who've been chatting and exploring it with me as well, and giving bits of advice if they've already played it. It is always appreciated when I'm trying something new for the first time. But I shall call it there for this evening, and I hope you all have a lot of fun trying out some demos with the Steam Next Fest. Unfortunately, I can't save it, which is still a big shame. Have a good one, and I will catch you all later. Thanks again for watching. I will try and stream some more demos as the week goes on, though. So, this won't be the only time.